Okay, we've talked about kit and equipment that was used during the siege back in 1980. Let's move on now to the weapons and ammunition that we used with the assault team back in the day. Our primary weapon would always be an MP5. An MP5 is German manufactured. It was a Heckler-Koch weapon, and in the day, one of the best. It was accurate. It could fire about 850 rounds a minute, and each weapon could be fitted with a streamlight torch, which would be on top of the weapon. And the torch could actually be zeroed to the weapon, so that when you fire it in the dark, then the bullet should end up where the beam is in the distance. Three variants of the MP5 we had. The MP5 itself, just spoken about. A silenced version of the MP5, for obvious reasons, we'd have one of those on the team. And of course, the Kurz, MP5 Kurz. And Kurz in German just means short. So that would be the three variants of your primary weapon. With every primary weapon, we had a backup weapon, which was carried in a holster, left or right, depending which hand you fired with. And that would be the 9mm high-power Browning. Both weapons fired 9mm ammunition, and for the Browning, we'd have a 20-round magazine on the weapon, carry 2 spare magazines of 12 rounds in the magazine carrier on one of your thighs. The MP5 had a magazine of 30 rounds, and we would carry 3 spare magazines of 30 rounds in the magazine, triple magazine carrier, again on one of your thighs, depending which hand you shot with. So quite a lot of individual firepower, and the team that complemented that would be almost identical. Everybody would be almost identical as far as weapons and ammunition would go. Outside of that, the other weapon that we could use and did carry would be the automatic Remington shotgun. Ideal for blowing hinges off and gaining method of entry off doors or off anything else, because we had solid shot like this, lead. You fire that at a door hinge, it's going to go. And that's why we use the Remington shotgun. Yes, it's got other reasons to be used, but in the main it was a method of entry, and in my day worked perfectly. So really, on the weapons and ammunition side, on the assault team, that's about all I've got to say so far. We will be back with more when the questions come out, and of course I hope it makes sense to you, but in our day that was how it was.